Well, as I live and breathe. Hello, you. Yes, you. Wow. I can't believe it's really you. Mind if I sit down? Oh, I know you. But you apparently don't remember me. Now, isn't that interesting? No, it's fine. I'm sure it'll come to you eventually. Am I at least familiar to you? That's a start. We can work with that. What are you drinking? Not a bad choice. Glad to see you haven't lost your good taste. In all seriousness, though, sorry to interrupt whatever it is you're doing, but I couldn't resist saying hi. It's been, wow, a very long time. Yes, it has. And I know exactly how long, even if you don't. Oh, this is starting to drive you a bit nuts, isn't it? You know me from somewhere. I won't torture you for long, I promise. In fact, we have some business to take care of. Yes, we do. You owe me a debt, and while I'm here, I should probably collect on it. Don't look so concerned. I'm sure it's nothing you can't handle. Back when we used to know each other, I made you a loan of a piece of gum. A very sizable bit of my roll of bubble tape. Oh yes, you always took way more than a regular piece would be. But I didn't mind. You blew some really great bubbles. Anyway, I think it's time I collect on the gum loan, with interest. Of course I'm serious. Don't I look serious? Gum is a very serious thing, you know. You've almost got it. I can see the wheels turning. I'll give you a hint. When we rode the bus, you would fall asleep on me nearly every day. It made things interesting for me when we got to my stop, trying to extricate myself from underneath you. There you go, got it in one. Hello. Yes, it's really me. I know I look a bit different, but come on, it's been a really long time. You look pretty different too. Well, yeah, but I'm observant. And I think I'd probably know you with my eyes closed. Your voice. You were talking on the phone just now. That's what first caught my attention. I was like, I know that voice. I knew it a long time ago. And then it all just fell into place, so it was time to say hi. Of course, come here. I will always hug you. Okay, now sit down and let's catch up. If you have time, that is. Do you have time? Good. I don't want to keep you if you're busy. It's just, how often do you get this opportunity, you know? Almost never, probably. Actually, what are you even doing here? I thought you moved to Chicago after college. Oh, interesting. But then you found your way here. What a strange coincidence. I guess those can happen, though. I actually ran into my brother's ex-girlfriend at Disney World once. It was the most random thing, but it was nice to see her. I think I'm rambling a bit. I'm just so blown away to see you. You were such a major part of my teen years. Of course. You were honestly my best friend in junior high. I would have done just about anything for you, even through our really cringe times. And wow, we were pretty cringe sometimes. Only in retrospect. At the time, we were cool. I feel like I was at your house more than my own. You know, my parents even thought we were going to get married. Oh yeah. I think because we were able to stay so close even after you moved away. At least for the first few years. Then, I guess life happened. Oh, I know. Things change, people grow apart. We had different paths to take. But for years there, you were the center of my universe. Sure. Not that I was crushing on you, really. Although, that did happen off and on, let's be honest. But I just really liked being around you. I liked your company, your conversation. We used to take those long walks around the neighborhood and just talk. Being around you made me feel like someone got me. And you always had the best suggestions for music and movies and books. You wrote that poetry too, remember? No, stop, it was great. Honestly, surprisingly good for our age. But yeah, you were pretty awesome. A really, really good friend. Probably the only person I really trusted back then. I looked forward to seeing you every day. And when you moved away, I looked forward to your texts and your calls. Hearing your voice brought my blood pressure down when I was upset, swear to God. I know, right? So, what have you been up to? Yeah, that's awesome. I'm so glad you were able to pursue what you loved. Oh, your art was always amazing. I loved everything you drew. I would have paid for prints for some of it. I'm serious. So you're working locally now? Wow, never would have expected. Oh yeah, got my degree, came here for work. I've been climbing the ladder as best I can without burning myself out. It's a balancing act. But I've been here for a couple of years now, and I'm really liking the area. Lots of parks, lots of green space. I like the walking trails. And you really can't beat the weather. Seriously, but you know something? I've never come into this particular coffee shop before. Truly. My normal shop is over by my apartment, but I was in this part of town today for an off-site meeting, and I figured I'd wander in here. And then here you were. A blast from my past here in the flesh. Are you kidding? I love this. Talking to you throws me back to so many things. I don't suppose you have any of that poetry on you. Aw, too bad. This is so nice. I miss this, I think. For sure. The friendship we had, it was something special. I haven't really been that close to anyone since. Is that strange? Yeah. When was the last time we hung out, like, in person? Was it? Oh yeah. That time that I visited you. When was it, senior year? I remember I took the train, one of my first ever train rides. I didn't want to drive 3 hours, and my parents didn't really want me to. Don't blame them. Yeah, I remember getting off the train and you were there, and that was maybe the best hug of my life. It was so great to see you. That was a good weekend. We had a lot of fun, as I recall. I think I kicked your ass at pool when we went to that little hole-in-the-wall place. No, I'm remembering more now. I definitely beat you. We played cutthroat with that friend of yours, the guy with the short dark hair. I was really proud of myself for winning. You did not. There's no way you threw that. You were trying so hard. Do not take this from me, Goober. I won that game fair and square. No pity required. Nice try. I know you remember. Well, yeah, I did. It's weird how the memories just start falling into place after all this time. In fact, I have a question about that weekend. Yeah, I do. If you're comfortable answering it, that is. It's okay if you'd rather just keep this light and, no big deal. Okay, if you're sure. It was right after that visit when you started having less and less time for me. You called less, you texted less, and then you just sort of faded out of my life. It never made sense to me. I tried to keep in touch, but you just stopped replying. I gave up eventually, moved on, continued my life. But it always bugged me that we just dropped off like that. And the more I thought about it, there were some things you did that weekend that, when I pondered them later, made me wonder. Well, you held my hand a few times when we were out doing stuff. And when we were watching movies on your couch, I fell asleep and I woke up to you stroking my hair. It was really gentle, very sweet. And we had that conversation about the future, about our goals. I might be misreading things, or maybe I misread them then, but were you flirting with me? Like I said, I crushed on you off and on for years. I don't know if you ever crushed on me, or if you just saw me as a friend, but Something about that weekend felt different. We felt closer, like grown-ups, like more than friends. I know we never kissed or anything, but did I screw up somehow by not picking up on your signals? Did I let you down in some way, or is that all in my head? That's very possible, I acknowledge that. Okay. So you were flirting, sort of. And then I left. I think I understand. Okay, cards on the table. I had very strong feelings for you. Even on that visit, I felt stuff that I thought was probably not okay to feel. I was like, this is my friend, I need to feel friend things, and these stronger feelings are probably not welcome. I didn't want to scare you off or make you not want to be my friend anymore. We've been close for so long, I didn't want to risk it. Plus, we seemed to be on different paths, at least right then. So I played it probably a bit too cool. And I left after that visit without telling you how I felt. But I should have. I should have been honest with you and let you make your own choices about us. I should have at least put it out there so there was no confusion. Right, so that was sort of what you were doing then, in a very subtle way? Man, we were both terrible at this stuff, weren't we? We should have just talked. We should have just said what we were feeling. Yeah, but would it have worked? If we'd gotten together then, would it have worked? We were kids. We had a long way to go and a lot to learn about ourselves. Maybe that was bad timing for us. Maybe it worked out for the best. Honestly, I don't have many regrets in life. I do regret not telling you how I felt, but I don't regret how I lived my life since then. I'm not the same person I was, of course. Neither of us is the same, but that's how it should be, right? We change for the better. Yeah, it's hard not to speculate, though. How things might have turned out differently. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to bring the mood down. This was supposed to be a lighthearted hello. I know, it's so weird. Part of me is right back on that couch with you right now, like we never moved an inch. And part of me is here in the future, being an adult and living a life. It's like straddling worlds. Okay, so I guess I should ask, what now? Do you want to stay friends, keep in touch, hang out more? Or should we say goodbyes for real this time and go our separate ways? For me, I'd like to keep hanging out with you. You've meant so much to me in my life and my past. I'd like to get to know who you are now, in the present. But I also understand if you think that I'm part of a chapter in your life that's now closed, and you want to go forward without anything lingering from way back when. Is there anyone in your life who would object to us getting to know each other again? Because I don't want there to be any issues or complications. Okay then, I trust you. No, I don't. I've been single for a while, and there's not anyone who would have a problem with an old flame coming back into my life. Not that you were ever a flame, really. I mean, we didn't ever... You know what I mean. Wow, I have made this so awkward. I'm sorry. But I'm glad we caught up. I'm really glad we cleared the air a bit. Yeah, I think that was hanging over me more than I really realized. But it's all good now. We're on the same page, I think. We're gonna spend some time and figure out who we are now as friends. And whatever happens, we will talk this time, yes? Good. Okay then. It's really good to see you. Here, let me give you my contact info, and then we can hang out, and you can make good on that gum debt. Hey, Sweetness. Special shout out to this audio's randomly selected Sweetness patron, Kai Lundberg. If you like what you hear, be sure to hit the subscribe button below, and check out the description for ways to support me or find me on my other channels. Thanks for listening.